global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. This is breaking and this is also worrisome. It depends of course on who you're supporting and whose friends already you're sitting on. Right now the verdict is out, and there are a lot of legal things going. Legal luminaries are beginning to crack their brains to see how all this will favor their client. Is still on Rivers State, and let's quickly run through the news of course so that you would decide really how this whole thing will fashion out. But I think going forward, Fubara should start wearing his thinking cap. If you recall very recently, you notice that Oyesomike is no longer talking to the media concerning this matter. It's seriously very quiet, which is very unusual of Oyesomike. But let's find out how this verdict turned out. And the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Honorable Justice John Tsoho, has ordered the transfer of the cases challenging the defection of the 25 state lawmakers in Rivers State from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the All Progressive Congress (APC). Now, Tsoho ordered that the cases be transferred from Federal High Court 4, Port Harcourt, presided over by Justice Stephen Pam, to Court 2, headed by Justice E.O. Obele. Now, the CJ ordered the transfer of the case following a petition by a defendant in the matter. Honorable Martins Amaewhule demanded that the cases against him be transferred to another court. Now, the cases are one instituted by the BOOT party and others as plaintiffs in suit number FHC/PHC/269/2024 and another by civil society organizations in the state against Amaewhule and others, all on the defection of the defendant to APC. When the court resumed on Monday for hearing, it was confronted with a petition signed by Martins Amaewhule addressed to the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Honorable Justice John Tsoho, seeking the case to be reassigned to another court. Now, the presiding judge, Justice Stephen Pam, who read the petition in the open court, had noted that the petitioner Amaewhule was praying to the CJ of the High Court to stop the hearing process following the petition. Now, when the petition was read, counsel for the plaintiff BOT party, Mr. Ruben Wanoho, informed the court that the petition was aimed at arresting the ongoing case and urging the court to ignore it. Now, but counsel for the first to 25th defendant in the suit, Ferdinand Obe, denied knowledge of the petition by his client and prayed the court to adhere to the petition and stop further proceeding if the letter was addressed to the CJ of the court. However, the presiding judge, Justice Pam, noted that in the first instance, the petitioner Amaewhule has no motion or counter affidavit before him, and that he is not yet known in the case. This is getting really dicey. Okay, but let's quickly look at this in objectively. Okay, now the funny part of this whole thing is that there is an order. Now, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Honorable Justice John Tsoho, has ordered that the transfer of the cases challenging the defection of 25 state lawmakers in Rivers State from the People's Democratic Party PDP to the All Progressive Congress APC, that these cases should be transferred from Federal High Court 4, that is in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, which is actually being presided by Stephen Pam, to Court 2, headed by Justice E.O. Obele. Now the question is, what is going on? Look, it's getting that. Look, see, guys, let's look at this objectively. Please, what's wrong with that case taking place in Rivers State? Why are they moving it out? 1, 2, and if they're moving it to Abuja, Court 2, of course, they had actually wanted it out of Rivers totally. They wanted to be heard in Abuja. Why Abuja? FCT minister is in Abuja. FCT minister is at the corridor of power. And I thought, with all due respect, I honestly thought that the presidency did promise, reason the mouth Rivers indigenous and Nigerians, that they will not interfere and intervene. The first intervention that was done obviously both parties felt they could handle it themselves, and despite the fact that the president of Fubara, governor of Rivers State, adhered even to the point that people were like, what's going on? You're supposed to be the governor. Why are you signing so much things against you and just one that is in your favor? And everyone seemed to be like, and even I can't forget the video was viral where the likes of one Osike called the Momo governor. Come on. And all of that, a lot of water went behind under the bridge, and now we are here, and where the case has gone, outside has gone really high. Now this case was heard some days back, of which the judge said, look, why do you want to transfer this case out, and how come even your lawyer is not aware that you want this case transferred to a place or a ground that is favorable? Now why would they take it to FCT? They're very comfortable with it. Look, in case of the truth of the matter is, if this case moves to FCT and for whatever reasons, and they work in favor of the 25 lawmakers, and that defection becomes null and void and they are back to PDP, there is a lot at stake. They will hurriedly and quickly rubbish the governance of Fubara, and if it doesn't dance to their turn, they may likely impeach him. And this doesn't smell well. And I'm surprised PDP is so quiet, just like Kinga is saying, Honorable Kinga is saying. Why are they so? Don't they have elders in PDP? What's the beauty of being in a political platform if at this time of your political life they can't come in, for your aid and help you out in a situation that you need them the most? Because this is the beauty of belonging to a party. Now, another instance is the fact that the judiciary must not let themselves be rubbished, because they are the third arm of governance, and people usually will tell you that is the last hope of the common man. But if judiciary keeps playing, today there will be one hearing in Sokoto, another one will be taking place in Jigawa, another counter affidavit to be taking place in Oshodi. Abba, now what's going on? Trying to play down on the armed judiciary. And what is, look, I personally believe that they would have allowed this case to be heard first. Now, if these guys feel that they're not comfortable with the hearing of the case, they can then appeal it or whatever for a better one. Why are they moving it? Fubara needs to up his game, even if it's not saying it. I'm sure his legal personnel are telling him the implication. And I was really uncomfortable personally. Now, this is my personal opinion. When Wiki, the FCT minister, he's always known to be very dramatic in his attitude. He's always very vocal. All of a sudden, he's quiet about Rivers State, and his spirit soul is in Rivers. It's only his body that is actually in FCT. When cock crows in Rivers, he's aware that when the rain falls, he's aware that the weather have changed. And all of a sudden, the man who loves the drama, the man who is the center of the drama, the man who loves the attention and press attention, is no longer talking about it. No, it didn't add up. I knew there was something going on. And if Fubara does not rise, it's obvious that the PDP is really not saying anything for whatever reasons, God knows why. He needs to begin to up his game. If he has a plan B, he should start putting it now. Personally, I think Fubara should carry the whole of Rivers State people along, as in Shebi. It is these defected people that they want to do law in Rivers. Shebi Noni. It is the same Rivers people that voted you in. It's still the same Rivers people that say, Femo, we don't want again. It's now, Now, if the whole forces seem to be against Fubara should carry the people along. And let's see how this plays out. But I would personally advise that the federal might should not be in this matter, because already things are happening. Nigerians are hungry. Like my people will say, being power. Don't let the hungry man become an angry man on this matter. Let them settle their matter amicably. I don't know why they do not want Fubara to actually have a sweet reign. It's a win-win for everyone. Well, let's go wrap it up. We could go on and on in this matter. But
global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.